Hey everyone, it's Boy Wonder, Frank Pohl, coming at you with a Pokemon Sun playthrough. The title screen is a little different than what I'm used to. I wonder why they chose Rowlet to show off on the cover. What? This isn't Sun or Moon? We forgot to ask Nintendo to send us a copy? I should remember to edit this out? Owlboy, the retro throwback platformer that could. It's been in development for almost a decade, and it's finally here thanks to the determination of D-Pad Studio. In it, we follow Otis, the titular Owlboy, who is kind of the runt of the pack, being born mute and weak. Other students pick on him, and his mentor constantly berates him, but that isn't to say that he doesn't have friends. After you play through the first dungeon-like zone as Otis and his best friend Getty, your town of floating islands is attacked by pirates. And that's where the game really begins, as the town meets and everyone goes on their separate missions. The game is filled with beautiful pixel art from the get-go, and it only gets better once you leave your home and explore the rest of the world that this game has to offer. Each area keeping the same basic theme of skies and ruins, but adding new formations and splashes of color to make it feel like the world around you really is changing as you fly through it. Accompanying the gorgeous visuals is one of the best soundtracks I've heard out of an indie game thus far. The title screen music just screams adventure, and the live instruments in some of these scores make the experience almost cinematic. The gameplay made me feel like I was somehow playing a 2D platformer version of the Wind Waker or Skyward Sword, using the elements to solve puzzles and defeat enemies. Each new environmental puzzle or unique enemy thrown at you feels fresh, and they add to the game every time. You never feel like you're just plowing through fodder of bats and spiders to get to a boss. And the boss battles are definitely something to write home about. They happen in closed-off rooms that remind me of Mega Man, but the actual fights are really something special. Each battle challenges the player to get better and faster at a recently introduced skill or mechanic in the game, like a good boss battle should, fights ramping up in difficulty in the second half of the game. Owlboy is really about overcoming weakness through friendship, and that wouldn't work as well as it does in this game without some great characters. The most significant example of this is your previously mentioned best friend Getty, who you can pick up to shoot down enemies, a fun mechanic that again reminds me of Wind Waker. His animations, dialogue, and the music that accompanies his actions really create a personality that you come to love, and the same goes for countless other characters in the game. The only issues I had with the game were technical, in that the game crashed on me a couple times, once which caused me to lose my save file. Everything else in Owlboy really comes together to create an exciting and enthralling experience that makes it feel natural to keep playing into the next chapter. I give the game a score of 9 Guardians of Ga'Hoole out of 10.